is very good on their part. So we're going to go ahead and it looks like the readies come out in the chat here, and we are now going to go ahead and get this clubhouse match underway. Team Rose versus ICE Esports on NA Contender.
Game 2. So ICE starts off here with the bans. I'm curious to see how they're going to go with this. You tend to see Thatcher banned a lot. Habana, that's a common ban on this map. She is very important here. I wonder what Rose is going to do, as they are attacking the first 6 rounds. So they don't want to take, some of those people out of their hands. Hopefully it's something that kind of plays into what their defensive strats are. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Thatcher go off the board here. A Maverick. Maverick's very important to get out of here. So many hatches go into OBJs and rotate into OBJs that Maverick is just completely a necessity to be gone off this map. Plus you have your Maverick play there on CCTV, where you can get you a little hole cut out, throw a grenade from it, and you're probably going to kill somebody on the inside of that. You see Mira going off here. You didn't see the Mira ban before on the last game. I think Mira was played once. That was a quick ban on mute as well. So you see a little different here. I don't see Mira banned too often on this map. So much for she's more of a casualty to the team, in my opinion. Let's see here on how we're going to go to start this game off today. See a lot of chit chat and chatter going back and forth there in the all chat. You see the Nomad, Sledge, Thatcher, Zofia, Thermite. That kind of mimics what you typically see be played from the attacker side here on this map. You see the Jaeger, Maestro, Mazi, Smoke, and Legion going on to the defensive side. And again, I like to see Maestro played a lot. Like I stated before, he is such a good plant denial that he's almost a necessity on a lot of maps.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like just getting underway here with the match here. Actually, here, Show, I am surprised to see ICE here going into cash here without anything to really stop that wall denial. They're not putting up the Kaid or the Bandit, for that matter, for any of that wall denial. That main breach wall going into the server room is definitely a big one that you want to keep closed as far as this map. But I know last time you and I actually had the pleasure of casting a match here on Clubhouse where we saw the Kaid kind of put it in a tricky spot there, right in kind of the server shelf there. It did look like I think a Zofia was underneath, was able to get that, but that cost them that one round that they weren't able to find that Kaid electric law.
Right, I didn't even catch there that they didn't have any wall denials. They don't have any, so that wall is pretty much just free range there for Team Rose. So I think they're kind of confused too, like what's going on here? Because they kind of delayed there to get the drones down. The drone gets picked off quite early before they grab any intel. See, that's a smoke.
We'll see the shield here trying to block anything. I'm not sure why, if without the wall denial, while they would need that. You see Autumn toss a grenade there just to be perfectly safe, that nothing's there to stop that wall denial. Nobody else is there to stop it. They are able to get that breach open, and it's now here just under 2 minutes, and Rose now has that main breach wall open for them. You see Autumn now taking down one in rafters, but she'll get traded out by Pinkies coming around from blue rotating. Their great trade there by Pinkies on the Jaeger. Now, I think that's pronounced Daddy Satan here taking out Vamped. And now another one getting traded off there by Dingo. and just completely trading back and forth. Pinky's now goes down. There's only one left. Wildline planting the bomb, but getting here. Get another one getting taken down. Just the Maestro left to play against two members of Rose here, and he's going to try to push into that master bedroom, try to find that player that he knows is there, but won't be able to win the gunfight as Tara will take him down with that very strong powered weapon here from Nomad.
You see Team Rose coming in here and kind of breaking up the meta. They looked super strong and organized there on that attack. That ICE didn't really have much response to it. They had some refrags there, but as far as all the ones they got involved in, they lost every 1v1 gun battle they got into. So starting off this map and this match, Team Rose is looking pretty strong.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, here now trying, it looks like they're going to go down into Church Arsenal. Definitely not sure what ICE here was thinking, not bringing any denial and for the wall there, that main breach, and that might cost them here later on in the game, just giving that that one round up to Rose.
Yeah, you're going to see the same setup with the operators that they had before on that last defensive stand. You see them opting to go down to the basement floor down here to Arsenal and Church. You see Team Rose coming in with the same setup they had before, which you won't see Autumn play anything other than Sledge, as that is her diehard go-to, and she will body you with him. So as you see through the setup here, they kind of got the same, the usual basement hold here. They're reinforcing all of Church. They got one wall there, and I would assume they're going to do a rotate as they do on command.
I just want to touch a little bit about Autumn playing Sledge. It seems like you might have a little bit of personal experience getting bodied by a Sledge there. So is that true?
On this map, I'm actually having Vietnam flashbacks. There's a helicopter flying above. Creedence Clearwater Revival's playing in my headphones. It is just rough right now for me.
We'll go ahead and not let you relive that here.
The next 45 minutes will be just pure pain. So as we get back on topic and quit talking about my traumal abuse here by Autumn, you see Thatcher there holding an angle there onto the rotate down from main stairs and kitchen. Tara was in there with a nice droning out of bar and making sure there was nothing in there to stand in her. It looks like they got some light roaming here. We got some Mozzie all the way upstairs. Jaeger playing maintenance, as genuinely people do. Autumn with that Sledge pick off there with Legion. Looks like she saved her teammate there, Zofia. One more. Vamped gets the pick there on Daddy Satan. Then the refrag comes through with Autumn. So now it is a 4v3 in favor of Team Rose with 1 minute and 30 left into the game. You see a heavy dirt presence here, which is generally what you get. You're trying to get it spread apart. Some pushing dirt, some pushing blue, some pushing kitchen. Pinky's with the frag there as Tara was kind of running blindly through bar. Non-ADS, then gets the easy frag there on to Tara coming through bar. Now they swung this back to a 3v3. You still got Autumn playing there in dirt. Jaeger in maintenance as he took some shots from Autumn out there in maintenance through dirt. Brought him down to what looks to be about 20 health. No doc. He is not getting any better. So you see here, Mozzie's made his way back to OBJ through maintenance. Jaeger rotates around Church through maintenance.
Wildlife now putting down the plant there, and she's going to go ahead and stick it now. 3v3 situation as its post-plant situation now here. Like you said, 20 health there on Jaeger. Definitely in favor of Rose here as they're now, as I mentioned, in post-plant. Here, 23 seconds left to defuse that, and another member of ICE will go down as Maestro goes down, but now Pinky's fighting Autumn. Now Mozzie going down, Wildline going down and getting traded off by Alien there from here from downstairs. Jaeger now trying to defuse that bottom. Autumn's going to drop. Excuse me. CCSW All-Star is going to drop and go ahead and take out Jaeger as he's trying to come off of that fake plant defuse there, but not able to come up with the ADS and take down All-Star.
It's all right, man. Same gun, different throwables. I understand.
Definitely. That's where I got a little bit confused there. I know I even called out that Autumn was dead.
Well, I'll tell
gun.
you what, man. I'm glad you saw that defusal go down because it happened so fast that I would have completely missed it. They got in there and got that thing down quickly as they diverted all the attention away from Arsenal Room and got that thing down quickly and adversely. So you see here, which is odd to see on Clubhouse, that the attacker side to start the game off is up 2-0. It doesn't happen very often. Usually we talk about 4-2 splits, 3-3 splits, 5-1 splits going into reversal. If that happens right now, it's going to be extremely hard for ICE to rebound and pull their way back through attacking. It's just, they got to, this is the round, they got to make a stand. They have to change some things up and win more of these gunfights.
Yeah, definitely hoping to see some adjustments here from ICE as you mentioned, definitely peculiar to see the attacking team go up 2-0 here in a defender-sided map such as Clubhouse. There, especially that basement hold, usually being very tough for the attacking side to kind of get in there. They do have quite a few angles to move from that dirt, those main stairs. Definitely that kitchen hatch is a big one. But to see them go up 2-0 is definitely not something you normally see in a map like this that's so defender-friendly. So we're going to see a gunfight here between Pinkies and Autumn, both taking some health down there. Autumn now taking out the hatch. Kind of think she knows she kind of pushed Pinkies there on the Mozzie out of the way. As we'll see Autumn throw a grenade. I think that might have been to try to get any utility that might have been up there. Looks like kind of cooked it a little bit there. Didn't look like it took out anything that she was expecting to be there.
Yeah, that grenade turned out to be kind of like my wife's cooking, a little undercooked. But a great thought process there. You see it a lot. They use that utility there to either A, they know someone's sitting behind the shield up there, or, like you said, utility.
Up here, and we'll see no, I'm sorry, Zofia, you actually corrected me as I was trying to call it out. Zofia going down there, and now Autumn being taken out by Pinkies. He will eventually get Autumn now on the second gunfight as she tries to peek him there through the rafters. Now we have All-Star here trying to find that Mozzie now rotated down. Find another one here onto Y-Lime as that's the Thermite now out. He also has the diffuser there. Does he know yet? I think he does. Does know. He'll take a third one down as now Terra's now down with that Nomad, still knowing he has a diffuser, knowing full well he just has to sit here and not do anything. He'll go ahead and take that down, confirm it as a kill, as now All-Star here being the only member of Team Rose able to come back from this. And she's up against 4 with full health and Pinkies here with just about 20 health left to go.
Yeah, but Pinkies is battling here for an ace. He's taken out all 4 of the members of Team Rose. So all that's left is CCW All-Star to complete his Infinity Stone Gauntlet. Can he do it? So as we see, All-Star's playing a little bit back, a little relaxed here. He doesn't want to push up. He knows he's in stock. I think he's kind of weary of what's going on there in blue. I think he's shuffled a little bit, so you know he can hear him. As you can see, he's kind of holding that angle there, waiting for that push up. Still holding angles at each other. Him and Pinkies engage. Pinkies goes down. He loses his ace, but ICE wins the war, the small war, to bring it back 2-2-1 and put ICE on the board for this map. It's almost like just call me Mystic Mac, man. I'm predicting these things. I said ICE needed to bring it back, needed to win a round, and they did it. Me and Ghost were predicting the whole game last time. I'm telling you, I got a new career path ahead of me.
There you go. Game prediction, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first from Show.
Start reading palms or something. So you see here now we already get through, and everybody gets their picks and operators locked in. You see here as Team Rose isn't really switching things up. They're staying to who they truly are at heart, and it looks like ICE is doing the same thing. You see a Maestro coming back out again, which they haven't really used. I haven't seen anyone get zapped up by that Maestro turret yet, so I feel like he's been kind of underused so far this game. They still, and again, I don't know if they just don't care about that wall getting taken out, or if they keep forgetting to bring the utility to deny it. But they yet to bring denial for that main wall, which is, like Roush said earlier, is extremely important to the safekeeping of this OBJ.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely don't want to see them push into server. We did actually see another team when they were not able to get the wall there breached. We did actually see them kind of take that jacuzzi side and move in from main bedroom. Actually worked for them. Rose not seeming to have to take that kind of a strategy as you mentioned, ICE not bringing any of the denial here, which is very surprising. Kind of maybe thinking they might be able to win this on gunfights, or maybe they have a strategy up their sleeve we don't know about or we haven't seen before. It didn't seem to go very well for them. The first round they tried the server cache room denial there with no wall breach denial. Now Rose now taking out that wall very easily early on in the round. Alien taking down Terra, though, getting the first pick of the round here, and that's going to be a Nomad out of there. That's an operator you really want to have there to try to cut off those rotations, or at least give those sound cues to give your team an advantage when pushing a site like this, where there's a lot of bases to run out here. A lot of
you see the roam presence there too, as you saw Jaeger coming up main stairs. That can give a lot of stuff away. You know, that could ruin a round. You could be up 3-2, 3-1, and then he comes through and mops up the entire
team. Trying to throw a grenade, but she won't go ahead and get it onto the Legion. Not taking any health down as well. Daddy Satan now here in the site, fully in the site, but she doesn't have the diffuser. That's being held by Y-Lime. The Thermite still outside of the breach hole. She'll try to peek and will get taken down by the Maestro, holding a hard angle here above the table. They're back sitting safely in the cache room, and they will have to go ahead and try to take out that Maestro if they're going to think about getting this plant down. Some more shots here coming through by Legion, trying to get some health down there through the wall. Will find some of that health, but won't be able to take anybody down. Now a 5v3 for Team Rose, as they need to make something happen here with less than 45 seconds on the board.
Yeah, it looks like Swade's made some. It looks like ICE, apologies, has made some much-needed changes here. They're taking a lot smarter gunfights. It looks like they may have came in a little anxious. As Autumn gets a pick there on the Legion as he kind of walks carelessly through the
Twilight now planting the bomb. Will she be able to get it down? She will, but she'll get taken out. Now just CCSW All-Star. She'll take down Maestro with the knife. She'll find Mozzie in the garage. She will get the triple kill. Now just a 1v1 against Pinkies. Pinkies does have the health advantage as the Jaeger there. Is she going to be able to find him? She won't. She'll see him in cache room, but won't be able to snap to it, as Pinkies will now take down the last member of Rose, securing the round for ICE.
That was really close there. It looked like he was about to swing in ICE's favor just cold-heartedly. But CCW there almost brought it back around for Rose. Just didn't have much left in the old health tank there to engage in another gunfight.
Definitely. Now ICE now tying it up 2-2 here. And now we're starting to see more of that defender heavy map here, as we mentioned before. Now, Jav, I believe it's as it's pronounced now, 6 picking from Legion onto the Bandit, and wonder if we're going to see them go into, and they decided to now move it into the gym bedroom. Now going to bring that wall denial for the jacuzzi side. Also a very important wall to have covered and not allow a team to push in. That is definitely something you don't want to have breached.
Right, but see, the good thing about Team Rose jumping up 2 quick rounds is, hey man, they're chilling. They could lose out the rest of these attack rounds, and they're still in a good spot for their defense. You just need to pull away 2, 3 attack rounds, and you're in a good spot for when it splits off and you go to defense. So, I mean, I'm interested in seeing how these last 2 defense rounds go for IcE Sports, because they're very detrimental and very important to the outcome of this game.
Definitely. We did see Dingo Meister now switching off from that Maestro as he's been normally playing, now bringing the castle, trying to castle off most likely those windows that can look in from the gym to take out any of that utility being used by Bandit, and even deny the Bandit the wall there, as we're going to see. We can see the outlines there. Obviously, the other team cannot, but we can see the Bandit here trying to deny that wall. Does have the castle up to aid him, as well as the bringing the shield from the drone hole to stop any of those charges, any grenades that might come through that drone hole to take out those batteries.
Well, thankfully they can't see the outlines, because that would be walling, and they would have to get banned for that. But sometimes watching Pro League and other things that have this like that, like, he's right there, shoot. I'm like, oh yeah, they can't see the outlines. So you see here, smoke gets picked off. So it is a 5v4 in favor of Team Rose. It looks like here they're kind of choosing to do some soft roaming, slightly outside of the OBJs. I think one was downstairs in the basement. So you got one roamer there on main stairs waiting for that push to come in from Jacuzzi. They're kind of taking a slow and methodical type push here. They realize they have the momentum's kind of swayed, so it looks like they're trying to take their time a little bit more, gather more intel, and get in smarter gunfights. And as that said, Autumn May gets her a pick there with Sledge to bring it to a 5v3, and then Dingo picks Daddy Satan off to try to even it out a little bit with the 4v3.
Ooh, Castle now going down from Autumn, as she'll find Dingo now trying to clone behind bed. Here now a 2v4 situation here as ICE, but they still, Team Rose still has to plant that bomb. Autumn now taking out another one unless they win their gunfights here, but Autumn will get taken down there. Alien will find a second one onto Terra, but now the plant is now off, as the 2 last members of Rose just need to sit back, relax, and wait for ICE to push in. Alien now trying to push in, but he'll get found there by Rose, as CCSW All-Star will take him down, and that will be a 3rd round win here for Team Rose as they move into a 3-2 and still haven't swapped sides to their defending rounds.
And you hate to see it. Pinky's ran a 4K and comes up just short. Autumn ran a 4K there and came up just short. You would have seen that chat go absolutely live if either one of them two would have picked up those nice little aces there. So you see, it looked like ICE kind of fell back on their previous first 2 rounds kind of thing. They weren't being real smart. They were running around the map. They weren't checking corners as they went into rooms, and they were getting a lot of ones, and they lost them. So that's they're digging themselves in a hole. So if they go down this round, this is the most important round for them so far in this game. They have to win this round. They have to bring it to the split, the 3-3 tie, and just come ready, guns a-blazing for attack.
And they will try to do just that as they go back down into church, trying to bring it to that 3-3 split. Pinky's now, you see, reinforcing the hatches here upstairs. Definitely viable hatches to have reinforced. You don't want anybody putting that through, but you don't see any of the hatch denial here coming through from IcE, as Dingo now noticing that he swapped back onto that Maestro. Good choice by Dingo here, in my opinion, as he seemed to be pretty formidable there on that Maestro, not necessarily denying the plants, but using that LMG that Maestro has very effectively. It's a very strong gun, definitely something that most teams should consider having on a defensive side on most maps that they play.
Absolutely. So you see here there's about almost a minute has passed, and there's been no gunfights. There's been no contact. They're practicing social distancing right now. Hope everyone has their masks on. You see a prep grenade goes down there into underneath the bar hatch. As I say that, Jaeger takes some damage. Autumn takes some damage, but she wins the gunfight and brings Rose to a 5v4. And as that is said, wins her gunfight and brings it to 5v4.
Yes, definitely. I've actually noticing Autumn here taking out that top floor. You can see just above those stairs. As I say that, Jackal goes down here to Vamped. Vamp finding a second one there onto All-Star here, as now he'll try to throw a smoke out, but Autumn will have come down and taken out Vamped. Daddy Satan now finding Pinkies, but getting taken out by that Maestro, like I said, very formidable to have. We haven't seen him try to deny that plant before, but he will do it now, as he now takes out Autumn. Now, the plant now being down, Zofia trying to take out that Maestro, and she will, and unfortunately, Maestro is not able to come up with a win for IcE, and that will be now 4-2 split. Team Rose versus IcE as they go into the half.
So you don't see this too often. The split usually, like we've said time and time again, usually always goes in the defender's favor here, even in ranked non-comp games. It was nice to see them get that Maestro playing a little bit with some plant denial. As you see, well, now they're about the 6th pick off of them. You see IC Sports here coming with a typical push here. IQ is in here too with Ash. So you have those 2-3 speeds. Ash is really like a 6-speed on Coke. It's a crazy time trying to catch her in that non-registered hitbox. I'm interested in seeing how they decide to hold this up here. If they have any kind of different holds than what you generally see. As you see in Garage here where they're putting up the reinforcements, it doesn't matter what strat you have going forward. That is a complete necessity. You got your rotate into cash off of red. Look to see that they get that rotate into top of Garage. They have yet to break that through. That's usually the last thing you worry about. You get the bullet holes going through. I almost guarantee you she's going to sit on top of green boxes and hold Garage from top of green boxes from cash. Which is why they probably haven't broken that rotate on top of Garage. You see Tara still has 2 cameras in her pocket. I'm interested in seeing where she tosses these. So there's one. We missed the first one, unfortunately. And then another one goes up there above the CC rack. So now we see here, no one has made it inside the building yet. You still have some good drone work coming out as Dingo throws a drone in to go into bar and up front lobby area outside of stock. IQ is doing her job in finding all the utility and possibly the OBJ. I know a lot of people who run IQ don't send a drone into OBJ at all. They let IQ come through and find it, and they use their drones for intel, checking out where people are, because we all know that's really what matters.
Definitely, definitely like to see that IQ played here, especially on a map like this, where intel, as well as every map, but intel is a big thing to have on your side going into a game like this.
Absolutely. You're still, we're about halfway into the round, and I don't believe there's been a gunfight engaged again. They're taking it really methodical and slow. As you saw, that worked out for them last, out for Team Rose on their last attack there. So, kind of taking the page out.
We'll see one.
I think I'm just going to keep talking about people not shooting, because people die after I say it.
You will see Tara, like I said, they're taking down Dingomeister on the Thermite now, and I don't believe the breach wall is open, therefore no longer able to get it as there's no hard breach. Alien now finding Thatcher just sitting outside, Tara finding Vamped, and that's now bringing it down to a 4v3 in favor of Rose here.
Absolutely. They are looking fluid and crisp here. They're winning all of their ones, which we all know is always extremely important. Kind of burn up there. They got a pressure there on red. Ash is outside of main window there in OBJ. As Sledge is putting shots onto red. Maestro is playing those cameras as you should,
and
but
Job
Maestro
should
gets
find
hit.
one on the Autumn there. As you mentioned, he'll get a pick. CCSW finding a second one, but she'll get traded out by Alien. And then here, Tara now going down from Alien as he finds two in this round. Pinky's now trying to desperately plant that defuse as Wildline will move up the stairs. She will not be able to deny it, nor will she get Pinky's, but she will get a little bit of the health from that IQ. Now just here able to, but IcE now winning the round as Pinky's will find Wildline trying to sneak up through the rafters, and we'll go ahead and secure that round for IcE, bringing it to a 4v3, closing that gap ever closer in this game.
See, that's why it's so important to, when your first rounds of the game start, you want to win that first round. You want to get ahead, whether it's 2-0 or 3-0, because you're going to lose some rounds. Unless you're just completely, absolutely dominating the other team, you're going to lose some rounds. So they're not going to just likely sweep the defensive side of things. So it was good for them to be ahead during the swap there of sides. That way they have those rounds they can kind of give up and not have too much sweat on their back. We see here going into round number 8. IcE Esports has decided to stick with that same 17-speed Ash and IQ. I don't believe they had a Jackal before. Roush, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's new for them. I believe Rose was running him a little bit there towards the later rounds of their attack. Team Rose
definitely Jackal. Definitely being a new one. I love how every time Ash is mentioned here that the speed at which she travels is increased substantially.
It'll always get increased every time. It's like, so we got Team Rose here going with the same setup as before.
A little bit different, actually. You'll see Autumn there now not taking the Maestro, now actually taking the smoke. If you've ever watched Autumn play here, definitely seems like one of the favorites out here tonight for this Rose Esports team. You'll notice that she is more of an SMG 11 player than she is really anything else when it comes to playing that sledge, comes to playing that smoke. Definitely a formidable operator when she's using it. And you're going to see here not take that Maestro like I mentioned before and go ahead and swap back onto the smoke. And now Daddy Satan taking down the first one of the round as she will find Alien there, not paying a whole lot of attention in the bar. Now the 23 speed Ash now no longer in the round.
The more amazing thing about that is Daddy Satan just found Ash's hitbox. That is amazing. That was a headshot. That's crazy. You don't see that often.
Here, just under 2 minutes left to play, and Rose still having all of their team members up on the board. IcE here now down 1 as they haven't seemed to kind of make a move here. As I say that, Thermite tries to open up the wall. Bandit, you'll see the Bandit trick come down, but will she be able to get it? She won't. She'll take a little bit of health from that and then get picked off as CCSW All-Star goes down to the Thermite being played by Dingo. Here, just over a minute left to play. The breach wall now open, like I mentioned before. Very important wall to have opened to be able to push this site. Not necessarily always a need, but definitely helpful. While I'm now finding Dingo, going to get traded off there. Here, now bring it to a, and I'm sorry, and now 3 members of IcE now finding their shots they needed. Now bringing it down to Daddy Satan being the only member of Rose left. Here, will she find one? She will. She'll find one on the IQ. But Jackal will come around the corner. She'll find a double, now bringing her total kill count here to 3 in this round. Vamp now trying to plant as it's now a 1v1 situation. Will Daddy Satan know that the plant is going down? She will. She'll find it, but she'll be able to get the plant down and now defuse, and that'll be a round for Team Rose as they extend their gap over IcE. Definitely a good read here by Daddy Satan.
I couldn't even say anything because I'm picking my jaw up off the floor. Daddy Satan clutching up and letting the bullets fly, collecting skins and foreheads, and clutches it out and gets the defusal and gets the round win for Team Rose. It looked like there for a second I thought IcE was about to bring it 4-4, but Daddy Satan stepped up and said, not today, and put a halt to their push. So moving forward into round number 9, after that exciting round 8, you see IcE Esports going with the same setup as before. Ash is now a 60 speed. Head registration is gone. Let's see how this goes moving forward. I see Team Rose has opted to bring a Cade here, along paired with a Bandit, as Autumn is homie hopping right now off of Operators. She has played Maestro, she has played Smoke, and now she is settling in with Bandit. Maestro has been picked up by Y-Line, so I'm interested in seeing what those strats are here. I believe they brought that Cade to block off those hatches and keep those hatch denial, i.e. kitchen and bar and blue. I'm not real sure what Bandit is in here for. I guess maybe church wall or dirt wall, as dirt is such a prevalent push in this OBJ. Now, what is that doing?
That's going to go ahead and catch that Moto hatch, and hopefully hoping to them to not find it. I just want to touch up on here while I'm now going Maestro, and I believe that's kind of her normal role, is that support operator on Maestro. We've definitely seen some here. I've had the pleasure of watching some Maestro clutch situations here from Y-Lime on that operator. So definitely Team Rose here kind of going back to some of them going back to kind of their roots here, and some of them, like as you mentioned before, Autumn kind of operator hopping here, but she seems to be the one for her team that can do it.
Absolutely. I do believe after playing against them and watching them play,
Job now taking down Autumn.
She's definitely their top fragger, and I believe their entry frag. She picks off a lot of people's sledge on attack, and she's kind of their home staple on holding those soft roams and hard roams and getting those flanks and coming back around and picking up her team. But with that being said, she gets fragged here a little early. You've seen some Cade.
See the Kaid here find the hatch, and he's going to find it, and Thermite's going to look around confused. As Thatcher now just threw one there. He's going to throw another one there. Thermite now trying to hopefully get it again, but he'll go, nope, you still haven't gotten it, Thatcher. Kaid now messing around with them as Terra is putting that Kaid charge in a spot where they don't know where it's coming from. They opt to now not go for the hatch.
You know, he thought that was done. You know, he thought that was off, and he stepped back and stepped on that dang hatch. I was like, what in the world?
Definitely. CCSW All-Star here finding one onto Job, the Jackal here, but now being flashed there. Terra will now throw a C4 in her flash confusion and find Dingo on the Thermite here, now being a 4v3 in Rose's favor here as they work down towards blue, also now in main hallway, pushing from a couple of different directions. And here, 25 seconds left to play in the round. And while I'm now finding, as I mentioned, one with the Maestro, but Jaeger's going to get taken down from Pinky's. Pinky's definitely finding a lot of frags here in this game. CCSW All-Star going to find Alien. Pinky's the only one left, but CCSW will find a second one there right away to get Pinky's. And that will be now match point for Rose, further extending the gap.
So now you're seeing a 3-round gap, 6-3, which was the gap at split, I do believe. I believe so.
I think it was actually a 4-2 split, but in favor of Rose there. Normally, on a map like this, as we mentioned before, you want to see that 4-2 split. Normally, we see the defense with the 4 and the attacking side with the 2. Rose here kind of switching up things tonight as they took the 4-2 split in their attacking side, now taking the 6-3 split, going into their defensive rounds in a defender-friendly map here, now pushing up into Gym Bedroom.
So you see here that Team Rose is switching up just a little bit, bringing the Wamai here for Lime. Autumn opts to go her, I think, 4th different operator on 4 different defensive rounds here, and go with Valkyrie. And you see over here on the attackers, they have not switched much up. They have a 102 speed Ash, IQ, Thermite, Thatcher, and Sledge there, which I don't think they have deterred too far away from that core setup there of attackers. As for Team Rose, they've kind of switched things out a little bit. I always enjoy seeing a double Jaeger, Wamai. Those two together, there ain't a whole lot getting into OBJ. So you see the outside presence here. They're rappelling up and taking roof. I would almost say you're going to see some pressure into Gym to try to get that wall there into hallway. Is very important.
And you'll see one of those brand new gadgets coming out. If you guys don't know here, for the viewers watching, that will actually be able to give off a sound cue there for the defending team when an attacking operator is within range of that gadget.
Yeah, it can be rather annoying. It's a nice little beep, like your alarm clock in the morning. You just want to smack it. So you see they haven't really made any pressure into the building at all so far. They are opting to press from the roof down, as I believe the entire team of IcE Sports is on the roof right now.
Yeah, definitely here. Just under now 2 minutes left, kind of going into the halfway into the round, as IcE hasn't kind of made any forward push here into the map. They've opened up that hatch. They've now taken down one of Valk's cams into the logistics office there, but haven't kind of made any forward push. They're now going almost down here into a minute left of play in the round, and they definitely need to make a push here as Rose Esports, like I said, on that match point. Daddy Satan finding one, but getting traded off by Jav here. Now 4v4. CCSW All-Star now going to find her 13th kill of the game, taking down Alien, now being the top fragging operator there. CCSW All-Star on the castle here as Pinkies tries to move up. Jav also trying to move into that. You can see them both trying to make some forward momentum, but just not being able to get either through those castle barricades or through those bullets of Team Rose now here. Just under 30 seconds left to play as one's going to find CSSW All-Star now finding the 14th one, but she'll get traded out by Dingo as Dingo will find her in the construction. Now also getting traded off by Wamai there, being played by Y-Lime there, and now it's just down to Pinkies. But if there's anybody that can do it for this ICE esports team, it is Pinkies, and he will find Y-Lime into one, but he'll get traded off, and that's going to be GG's for Team Rose as they're going to secure the victory there. 7-3 over top of ICE esports. GG's to both teams.
I tell you, Team Rose really showed up and put everybody on notice. Let everybody know, like, look, we ain't nothing to mess with. We're the real deal. It was a... Don't let the score confuse you, though. The score is 7-3, but that game was pretty tight.